I have a confession to make. Last week, one night, late night, I was lying on bed scrolling my Instagram, and all of a sudden, I saw someone that I vaguely remember from college has just become a partner of a major consulting firm. You know, fancy suit, fancy champagne, fancy hotel, pretty much a very classic HBOC. And within 5 seconds, I went from the mode of good night world, I'm going to bed, to wait, what is happening? Am I falling behind? The scary part is that this feeling is incredibly common in life because every day, without realizing it, we frequently get pulled into the games that we never consciously choose to play. And to be honest, a lot of the time, these games do not even exist. And today I'm going to show you a super simple 3-step tool that can quickly help you pull yourself out of those games before they steal your peace. Hello friend, welcome to Offscript. I'm Erica. Today I'm going to talk to you about a tool I called the 3-step reset. It's super simple and proven effective for me and also for my clients. But before that, let me share a little bit about my story about how I got trapped into a game in life. I grew up from a very traditional environment with high expectations. So for girls like me, the definition of being good and being worthy is very clear. Good grades, good college, well-paid jobs, get married and have kids before turning 30. I followed those paths and I felt fine. But when I started seeing my own children going through the same academic pressure and feeling how exhausting it is to hold up all those expectations as a parent, I started to question myself. Do I really want to repeat this? So 3 years ago, we moved all the way to Seattle. And I really felt that I was leaving a game of hunger. But the truth is, I never really left the game. I just walked into a new one. Because you see, here in America, I was surrounded by amazing moms. Let me tell you this, these moms are impressive. They're confident, capable, put together, and they're super committed to their children's activities, especially sports. I've seen these moms running school events just like running a Fortune 500 company. And of course, I tried really hard to fit in, to catch up with my peers, and soon enough, I felt myself exhausted again. And this time, I had to sit with that. Why do I always feel this way? Maybe it's not because of the environment I came from, not because of the environment I walked into, it's because of me, something happening inside. And here's something I observed throughout this journey. Every environment comes with its own set of definition of being good, successful, or worthy. No matter how big or small this environment is, it could be your family, school, career, or even social media. Oh man, social media is like a 24-hour non-stop Olympic for social insecurity. And here's the thing, when we are inside one environment long enough, we stop questioning it. We started accepting it, performing for it, or even optimizing ourselves for it. And at those moments, we forgot to ask ourselves, is this really what I want? And here's the core idea I want to share today. That feeling of not enough is often a signal that you are being pulled into a game that you did not consciously choose for yourself. So at this moment, the question becomes, how do we get out? How do we pull ourselves out before we went spiral, before we compare harder, work harder, and punish ourselves harder? And here's another story I want to share with you today. Earlier this year, both of my kids quit soccer. And honestly, I haven't seen them being so relaxed and happy for a really long time. And the same for me. You know, no more long drives, no more weekends being taken over by the tournaments, no more like 3 hours driving only to get an 8-year-old boy standing in the ring for a whole hour and then accidentally touch the ball for once or twice. But this feeling also get me surprised, because for a long time I've been talking to myself that playing soccer is a good and wise decision for my children. But now seeing them so happy living, I started to question, it was good, according to whom? And this is when I came up with this idea of the 3-step super simple tool to quit a game that you don't belong. Consider it as your emotional emergency brake. Whenever you have that feeling of not enough, you're falling behind, the moment you feel yourself spiraling into comparison, pressure, stop and use these 3 steps. I promise it works so well. Step 1, identify the shadow referee. Whenever that not enough feeling hits, ask yourself this one question: who made this call? It could be like me, see someone from college got promoted to partner, or you see a mom speaking confidently at a PTA meeting, someone launching a new business. All those moments when your brain suddenly goes, wow, I'm behind. Pause. Who made this call? It could be the voice of your family. It could be the totally random discussion of moms. It could be the voice of social media. The point is, did you decide on that? If not, why would you let them to be the referee and card you? Step 2, read the injury report. In sports, players do not keep playing when they are injured only to please the court. But surprisingly, in real life, we do. And especially for moms, we do that all the time. We sacrifice sleep, mental space, inner peace, time with our loved ones, or energy we'd rather reserve for ourselves only to please people like our family, our boss, or just a few nice complimentary on the social media post. And at these moments, the question we really need to ask ourselves is, what does it really cost you? Because sometimes the thing that makes you look successful on the outside is quietly consuming you in the inside. And sometimes when the price is that high, even winning the game is no longer winning. Step 3, imagine the empty field. Just for a moment, imagine that the soccer game is over. Everybody has gone home. There's no referee, no crowd, no rival team, no other players, no coaches, no anybody. And what would you do at this moment? Don't think about what will happen in the long term, like 3 years, 5 years, even the longer future, what would happen. Just at this very moment, be very true to yourself. What would you do? Well, I know my kids, they will run straight back home they will not even bother picking up the ball, and they will not spend 1 more minute in the field. You see, quitting can be an honest choice. Of course, you might still want to choose the hard thing that you're doing, your career, your ambition, your goal, and that's fair. The point is, at this time, you're choosing them consciously. You're doing all these things really for yourself. For a long time, I really thought I was trying to become more successful, more impactful, more confident. But the truth is, I was really just pushing myself to live up to others' expectations, to live within the scoreboards that's written by someone else. And maybe this is true for you too. Maybe you're not behind. You're just playing a meaningless game that you don't belong to. So here's the homework for this week. The next time when you have the feeling of not enough, pause and ask yourself these 3 questions. Who's making the call? What does it cost you? And what would you do on an empty field? I know the world is loud, the pressure is real, but I also know your life will be so much lighter when you stop playing the wrong game. If this episode resonates with you, leave a comment. Let me know what is the one game that you're ready to stop playing for. And don't forget to subscribe, like or share this episode with someone you think needs this reminder today. I'm Erica, this is Offscript. We'll see you next time.